My name is Adeo Ressi. I'm the CEO of the Founder Institute. The Founder Institute's actually my 8th company. The previous 7 companies have generated about $2 billion in shareholder value. And with the Founder Institute, our goal is to generate billions of dollars of shareholder value through creating over 1,000 companies across dozens of cities around the globe. Our mission was originally to create 1,000 companies a year, and in 2014 we will hit that number. So now we want to look at what really matters. What is the ultimate measurement of success? And we believe that job creation is a measurement that transcends different cultural and social boundaries. So in America, it might be acquisition value or amount of money raised, but when you leave America, the real measure of success is how many jobs you create. So our vision, or our mission I should say, is to help various startups around the world create 1 million new technology jobs. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take us to help create 1 million new technology jobs, but we're working on it, and hopefully it won't be longer than a few years.
Why does the Founder Institute take an equity share?
Well, we take a small amount of options or warrants in each of the companies that we create, and we dividend back the value from that equity position to the various local shareholders. So if you are a graduate of the program, you get a little bit of value in each of the other graduates. If you're a mentor in the program, you get a little bit of value in the companies that you help create. And if you're the director in the program, you get some equity value from the whole program, the companies that you build. So the idea is that we take a little bit of equity, but we give the value back to the people who create the company.
Do you invest time and money into the startup after the course?
We try to help companies once they graduate by providing various resources such as a network, master sessions and events. But the primary focus of the Founder Institute is to help companies really make great progress during the 3.5 months that we have them under our wing. So we always say, well, if a graduate faces a problem, how do we fix that problem during the program rather than help the graduate fix the problem once the program's over? Because once the program's over, you're off on your own building your business, and we want to be there with some services, but when we have you working with you day in and day out for 3.5 months, that's when we can have the biggest impact on your future and on the outcome.
So, do you assess and choose startups based on their ability to succeed and give you a return on your equity, or on their need to learn the skills that you teach?
So, the Founder Institute picks startups, or really we don't even pick companies, we pick people, right? So most other programs have, they help companies achieve greater traction or investment. And so they look at, is this company better than that company? With the Founder Institute, most of the people who come in the program just have an idea and they don't have a company. So we have to figure out, is this person more likely to succeed building a company? And to do that, we employ a great deal of social science and social science testing. And we can figure out that, hey, there's certain traits that if a person has, they're going to be more likely to succeed. These traits include things like fluid intelligence and openness, which measure your ability to learn and apply rule sets very quickly, in the case of fluid intelligence, and measure your ability to see the world for what it is in the case of openness. Those 2 traits, if you have them, it's very likely you'll succeed as an entrepreneur. So we look for people, and we look for people who have a higher chance of success in the field of entrepreneurship than maybe some others, and those are the ones that we pick to come into the program.
There's a rumor circulating that you're testing a new curriculum in Perth this year. Can you elaborate?
We're always testing new curriculum formats. So we just upgraded to version 3.0 of the curriculum in October 2013. We're already on version 3.1, which came out in March 2014. And each week we collect about a third of our directors from around the world. So these can be, in some cases, dozens of people. And we share with these directors different ideas on how to improve the curriculum and discuss ideas on how to improve the curriculum. And then we'll roll those ideas out in different cities to test if they're effective. And if they work well, then we will move to the next level and roll it out worldwide. So there's always curriculum enhancements coming everywhere in the world.
Alright, so would you say that last year's graduates achieved success? And do you feel Perth is a hard place to launch a startup?
It's hard to launch startups everywhere in the world. From Perth to Hanoi, creating a company is difficult. It's difficult in Silicon Valley as well. So I don't think Perth is any harder than other cities around the world to launch a startup. In fact, Perth has some benefits and some negatives. So, as a city, Perth has a lot of great natural beauty, which is a major asset, has strong talent, and it's fairly wealthy. It's not known for its technology entrepreneurship as well as some other cities, so that's a bit of a downside. And it may not be as sophisticated in technology entrepreneurship as some other cities, which is also a downside. But I would say the upsides and downsides counterbalance one another. Now back to the question of the future of Perth. My view is that in terms of entrepreneurship and creating great companies, many great companies will come from Perth, and I'm confident that we have a few of our graduates that will be among them. The thing that it's very exciting to see a few of our graduates from Perth really pressing forward and working hard to break through. We have a company that spent time in Silicon Valley and then went back to Perth and is pushing forward. So, I'm optimistic about the future of Perth, and I'm optimistic about the future of our graduates. So, only time will tell, but there's a lot of reasons to be excited.
When are you coming to sunny Perth to say hi?
Well, I try to make a few trips around the world each year, and my goal will be to hit Perth in 2014.
Lastly, who is your all-time startup hero and why?
Oh, I think there's a lot of great people who have built great companies, and I don't have any one favorite startup hero, if you will. I think people do things well in different ways. So, I'm very good friends with many of the people that are normally idolized as startup heroes. So I see their various strengths and weaknesses. So, for example, I think that Larry Page of Google has taken the helm of the company and executed very well, eliminated a lot of the bureaucracy and gotten the company focused on innovation again, a lot of which he is inspired by doing himself. So, many of the innovations you see Google making are things that the Google founders want to do. I think another friend of mine, Elon Musk, he's a very good inventor and scientist and someone who really thinks about things in great detail. And so I admire his ability to innovate with existing technology and get greater efficiency and greater productivity with technologies that are well understood and physics that's well understood. So I think when you look around the world, every company that's doing well has a founder that's innovating in some way that you can learn from, right? So that's the question is, what can you learn? And that's really something that depends on the company and depends on the founder, but they're great lessons to be had all around. And I, as someone who goes to Founder Institute sessions around the world, I learn something whenever I go to a session, whether it be in Mexico or Madrid. The founders get up, share their experiences, and I gain some insight. So I don't have any one hero. I'd say anyone who builds a successful company is a hero.
All right, thank you very much for your time.